Hello everybody, and welcome to this special virtual road trip on location. I'm currently crossing very busy roads, so let me just look out here. I'm currently in Foster, Rhode Island. Yes, the ocean state. Although this is probably about as far away from the ocean as you can get in Rhode Island. And we are about to visit a very interesting spot here in the state. A place called Jerimoth Hill. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And Jerimoth Hill is, in case you didn't know, the highest point in the state of Rhode Island at a staggering 812 feet of elevation. Well, alright, I get it. It's not very high up. Although, as you can see, it's beautiful today. Looks like they got some ice up here. It's high enough up where they got a bit of an ice storm here and not at lower elevation, so that's interesting. There's ice all over the ground too. As you can see, the signs pointing us the way, and we're going to take this little trail. It's a very short walk off of Rhode Island Route 101, which is the road I just crossed, and we are going to take a look to see a state high point, a very easy state high point. This isn't, Denali or Mount Whitney or even Mount Marcy in New York. It's about as easy, maybe Florida and Delaware are easier, but it's about as easy as you can get for a state high point. It's also very windy today. It's late February, so it's still a little chilly. But we're out here and we're gonna check this out. So beautiful with the trees. It looks like a glass forest. Very nice, very nice. All right. Apologies if the video is shaky. I didn't bring my gimbal or anything. I actually don't even own a gimbal. I should get one. Alright, well, looks like we got a little down tree here. That might have just happened too with all this ice. I did see some down trees. Oh, here we go. Is this it? Yeah, look. There it is. Jerimoth Hill. Station mark. And there, my friends, is the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey mark, 1968 triangulation station. Now, I'm not sure if this is the actual hill itself. I'm going to have to explore a little more, but this point right here is one of the station marks. So I feel like this isn't it though, because I've seen pictures of Jerimoth Hill and there's a big rock. So I don't think that's it, but that is interesting. That's what those USGS markers look like. So very cool. All right, let's continue on. We'll go further, because I feel like there's something back here, and there's people back here, so I'm not the only crazy person out here today. I should have brought my better camera, but how often am I going to be in Rhode Island? Alright, I think we're coming up to it here. The actual point. Okay, here we go. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the actual high point of the state of Rhode Island. Right here. This little rock. Now, there's no survey marker right here, but this is definitely it. You can tell by the rock piles. I think there's a name for these. I don't know the exact name, but there it is. Maybe it's not. Is it icy? No, it's not. So I don't want to fall on my butt here, but we are officially standing on the highest point of the state of Rhode Island. Whoop-de-doo. Nobody in the state is higher than us. unless they're in a high-rise building in Providence, then maybe. Because we're only at 812 feet here, but okay. There it is. I'm gonna back off here. Yeah. So pretty cool. That's the second state, no, the third, I believe. I've been to New York's High Point, Mount Marcy, when I was younger, and I don't know if I'd do that again. It's a pretty extreme hike. And I've been to the Connecticut State High Point as well, which is in the northeastern part of the state. So now this here is I believe this is a logbook. Yeah, this is if you are somebody that tries to visit all the U.S. state high points. You can we open this? Hold on. Yes. There's a logbook, and I think you're supposed to leave something. Oh, sorry, folks. And yeah, you kind of just put your name in here. You know what? Oh, it's full. Oh, and somebody. Okay, sorry about that. That was inappropriate. Somebody got a little funny. Yeah, look, 922, 9. Oh, here we go. Okay, I get a pen, and 1 second here, folks. I'm just gonna put the phone down for a sec. All right, I have officially put my name in the book. That's actually the first time I've ever done that, because if I recall, the last couple times I've been to a high point, there was no. How do you close this? Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. And that is that. So, I guess I'll record a little bit walking back, and on the way back, future me will give you a little history lesson on the interesting history of this specific high point. So, thanks for joining me on this very short little walk in the woods to see the highest point in the state of Rhode Island. And I'll catch you again soon. Hey everyone, future me here, coming to you a couple days after this video was shot, and just wanted to give you a few more tidbits on Jerimoth Hill and the Rhode Island State High Point. I said earlier that there were only a couple states that had lower high points, and that's true. It's not 2, it's actually 4. As I stated, Florida, which is the lowest, and Delaware, as well as Louisiana, which makes sense, and Mississippi, all have lower high points, as well as the District of Columbia. So Rhode Island's not at the bottom, but it's pretty close, you know, as you would expect from a small state that's not far off from the ocean. So I also said before that Jerimoth Hill was one of the easiest state high points to access, certainly easier than most of the states. And this is certainly true today. However, it wasn't always true, and in the recent past, you would have been surprised how difficult it may have been able to access this exact point. You see, the high point itself has been owned by Brown University out of Providence for some time, since the 1930s. However, to access the point, there used to be a plot of land between the road and the point that was owned by a man who, let's just say, was not happy with so many visitors to his going through his land and his driveway. In fact, he became quite a folk hero, or folk antagonist, I guess, of the state high point clubs in the area. Mr. Richardson, I believe his name was. Yeah, he was known as the Madman of Jerimoth Hill. So it was tougher than you think in the past to get to this point. But fortunately, the land has since been donated, and there is a nice trail, as you saw, to get there very easily. So I hope you all enjoyed this little virtual road trip on location video. I was actually able to get out to Rhode Island, and sometimes with the nature of my job, I can get out to these places in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. So I hope to possibly do some more of these on-location videos a little further from home in the near future. Most of my channel has been local to my area, which kind of limits things. So this, getting out there in the world, or at least in the country, is the ultimate goal here, and I hope to be able to do more of that soon. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. I always appreciate that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this. So until next time, enjoy the ride, and I'll see you then.